Hey everyone, welcome to my podcast, Generational Woman. My name is Samaria. Thank you for joining me today. So, I saw a post the other day and it said, what does the Bible or what does God say about toxic family members? And I'm telling you, this would strike me so hard because I had and have a lot of toxic family members. And most of the time, growing up in my culture, the family members that were toxic, nothing is said. It's just that's the way the person is, and just accept that. That's who they are. Leave it at that, and you don't speak up, speak at nothing of it. And I grew up being the youngest child in my family, and there were many times where my voice and my opinion was just unheard of. Enough that I started to react in different ways, as in a sense of speaking louder than people, maybe becoming aggressive, getting into arguments because I was not feeling like I was being heard. Now, I responded to that post. And in that post, I said to that person, first, walk in love. Okay, that's number one. You walk in love. When you have a toxic family member or friend or even a relationship, you walk in love. Allow God to fight your battles and allow God to go before you. Now, if you don't walk in love, that means you're walking in anger. So if you can continually pray for one person that hurt you and did you wrong, then you're growing, okay? And thriving above that person or that family member. It is easier said than done because honestly, sometimes when you have toxic family members, the best thing for you to do is deuces. I throw my deuces up real quick. I have no time for people that's going to disturb my peace. And it's funny because there are family members in my life to this day that honestly, they will still continue to ask me, oh, why you don't talk to this person? Or why you don't talk to that person? Even if it's a friend, family member, or a past relationship. And what they don't understand is it has nothing to do with me not loving that person, because I can love someone from the distance. It has everything to do with my boundaries. Establishing boundaries in your life can go further than anything else. When you have established boundaries, then you not allowing people to come in and out of your life without giving you the worth and the value that you are. As for what I know, the Bible does not speak too much on toxic family members. But what I do know is anytime our Father, our God, brings someone into a new season in life, anytime they're using someone for his purpose and his better good, he always takes them away. He pulled them away from their family. He pulled them away from their job, their work, their loved ones. He get us alone. Sometimes that aloneness is in the desert season of your life or in the wilderness like the people of Israel. He pull us to himself and draw us near so that we are not around those family members, those friends, or even that relationship. Right now is summer and people are going to cookouts, parties, and gathering, and families are coming together. You're going to family reunions and outings, and you're seeing those same toxic family members that are in your life but not in your life. Don't be afraid to walk away. You can walk away from a family member without being disrespectful or harmful to others. It's accepting your boundaries. I had to learn that at a very young age, but I didn't start implementing that type of boundary in my life until I got much older, until I started establishing boundaries at work, in my relationship, and in my friendships. And then I gained the strength to start establishing those boundaries in my family. That at a point now, when sometimes people ask me about a certain person or a certain thing that's in my life, I will say that is not a factor or a discussion that I'm willing to speak about. And that is a boundary. It is okay to love your family members, but we don't choose the family that we're born into, but we can choose our peace. Choose your peace. Walk in love. And that doesn't mean that you just have to cut every family member off that did you harm and did you wrong, because forgiveness is always needed. And always allow each person that hurt you in the past to be able to have an open ear so you can receive the love back or maybe even an apology. But in this season, understand your boundaries. Walk in your worth and walk in your truth. And know, being around a toxic family member is not acceptable. And just because other people in your family don't think that they're toxic, it can be just toxic to you. And that is okay. You are not everybody else. You are yourself. And if it's a family member in your life or in your past that you deeply believe and prayed about, that is not someone that you and your children should be around, and not even saying that they're anything harmful, but just the way they make you feel, it is okay to stand with your truth, and it's okay to stand in your feelings. You do not have to subject yourself to being around anyone that does bring you joy, happiness, and peace, even if it's your family member. God bless, Generational Woman. Thank you for watching.